Got 16 carats of uncut diamonds in my jock, if you want to. Today, I'm going to show you an action crime film from 2023, titled Fast X. Warning: major spoilers ahead. Watch out and enjoy. The movie opens with a flashback in Rio de Janeiro, where Hernan Reyes, a powerful syndicate leader, prepares to pass his legacy to his son, Dante. Karen emphasizes that their wealth must be protected at all costs, so Dante vows to kill anyone who tries to oppose them. Hernan, however, stresses that suffering inflicted upon their enemies should not be repaid with mere death but with equal pain. They head to the police station they own, planning to expand their power further. Suddenly, the station is attacked by a group led by Dom and Brian. Their goal is to steal Hernan's entire safe, which is full of money. While this happens, their allies, Elena and Hobbs, engage in a gunfight with the police, while a frantic officer alerts Hernan about the sudden attack. Dom and Brian use their vehicles to drag the safe onto the streets. The father and son, along with their police force, chase after them, but Dom's exceptional driving skills cause Dante to be thrown out of his car. Dom's car then crashes into Hernan, leading to his death. Floating in the water, Dante opens his eyes, and the scene transitions to the present day in Los Angeles, 10 years later. Dom is seen teaching his son, Little B, how to drift using a car. That same day, Dom's mother visits, and they share a family lunch together. She delivers a heartfelt speech about their happy family before everyone enjoys the meal. Afterward, the rest of Dom's team, Ramsey, Roman, Tej, and Han, discuss their next mission. They are assigned by the agency to recover stolen advanced computer chips in Rome, and this time, Roman is tasked with leading the mission. Later that night, after putting Little B to bed, Dom and his wife, Letty, share a quiet moment. Dom admits that, while he fears nothing, the thought of losing his family terrifies him. In the middle of the night, a woman named Cypher shows up at their home, wounded. Dom is shocked to see her, as she is the one who killed his former partner, Elena. Overwhelmed with anger, Dom demands to know why she's there. Cypher explains that she's not there to reopen old wounds but to warn him of imminent danger. She recounts how Dante infiltrated her headquarters to steal an advanced AI weapon and managed to control her men by using their families as hostages. Dante escapes along with Cypher's 2 tech guys, and when her men prepare to kill her, she uses a secret device to disable their weapons. She fiercely fights her own men until she finds her way out, escaping through an elevator. Cypher warns Dom about the looming war, emphasizing that his entire family is at risk of being dragged into it. The following day, Dom and Letty are visited by an agency representative, Little Nobody, who informs them that Cypher has been detained at a black site and confirms the truth of her story. Meanwhile, Roman's team arrives in Rome to accomplish their mission, but Dom learns the agency never issued it, suspecting it to be a trap. A few hours later, Roman's team is in the middle of stealing the truck carrying the computer chips. Dom's team is already in Rome, trying to stop them, but unable to contact them, so they continue searching the streets. Ramsey and Tej manage to board the truck, but the doors suddenly lock, and the steering wheel becomes unresponsive. It turns out that Dante is behind this, using Cypher's AI weapon, which he uses to detonate a nearby vehicle. Little Nobody and Dom receive a report about the explosion and rush to the scene along with Letty. Tej discovers that instead of computer chips, the truck is carrying a massive spherical bomb. Dante's plan is to use the bomb to destroy the Vatican. Dom eventually contacts Ramsey and learns about their situation. Little Nobody explains that he can disarm the bomb if they can stop the truck, since he needs physical access to do so. Dom devises a plan to force the truck to stop, but Dante opens the truck's back door so the bomb will be released onto the street. Although they manage to topple the truck, the bomb rolls out and continues down the road. Dom and Letty chase after it while Dante alerts the authorities, framing Dom and his team for the chaos. Police swarm the truck, but Roman's group manages to escape through a manhole. Meanwhile, Dante rides a motorcycle to join the mayhem. Letty notices him and gives chase, while Dom continues pursuing the bomb, all while being pursued by the police. The bomb crashes into a gas station and causes an explosion, but its steel casing prevents it from detonating. When the bomb is about to fall again, Dom rams his car into it, stopping it just in time. He reports his success to Little Nobody, but Dante plants an explosive on Little Nobody's car. Letty warns him just in time, allowing him to escape the vehicle before it explodes. However, the car's wreckage hits the bomb, causing it to roll again. Dom continues chasing it while Letty tries to capture Dante. She is eventually cornered by the police, allowing Dante to escape. Dante activates the bomb, leaving Dom with only 30 seconds to save the Vatican. Positioned on a bridge near the river, Dom attempts to stop the bomb from rolling, but he realizes it's not going to work. Despite his team urging him to surrender, Dom refuses to give up. He crashes his car into a construction crane, causing it to swing and knock the bomb into the river. The bomb explodes underwater, generating a massive shockwave but sparing the Vatican. Dom escapes the police, but Letty is arrested. Dante, watching from afar, mutters that Dom's suffering fulfills his destiny and that this is the new leader of the agency, holds a meeting with his men regarding the recent events. He states that Dom is now their prime suspect in the bombing of the Vatican and declares him the most wanted criminal. Mr. Nobody's daughter, Tess, insists that Dom is innocent, but Amaze refuses to listen. Elsewhere, Dom meets with an old ally, Deckard Shaw's mother, who warns him that Dante is more ruthless than anyone he has faced before. She advises him to prepare for a long and painful fight. Meanwhile, Tess secretly visits Letty in prison, promising to help her escape. In Rio, Dom tracks down Dante and confronts him. Dante, unbothered, taunts Dom, explaining that he doesn't want to kill him, he wants to make him suffer by taking everything he loves. Suddenly, the local police arrive, forcing Dom to flee. However, he is aided by a woman named Isabel, who turns out to be Elena's younger sister. Back in London, Deckard Shaw is visited by Han, who warns him about Dante's plans. Initially reluctant, Shaw eventually decides to help Han and his team. Meanwhile, Amaze intercepts Tess while she tries to retrieve classified agency files about Dante. They engage in a heated conversation, and although Amaze continues to doubt Dom's innocence, he allows Tess to proceed. Later, Dom receives a message from Dante, showing that he has kidnapped Little B. Furious, Dom rushes to save his son, but Dante has already set multiple traps. Dom is forced into a high-speed chase, where he must outmaneuver heavily armed mercenaries. During the chase, he uses his driving skills to evade Dante's men, but Dante still manages to escape with Little B. Meanwhile, Letty, with Tessa's help, escapes from the Black Site prison, but she finds herself in an unfamiliar location. She soon realizes she is in Antarctica, where Cypher is also being held. Despite their past rivalry, they agree to work together to survive and escape. As Dante continues his torment of Dom, he reveals his final move. He has lured Dom's entire team into a deadly trap. Roman, Tej, Ramsey, and Han find themselves ambushed by heavily armed mercenaries, while Isabel is attacked in Rio. At the same time, Amaze finally realizes the truth and decides to help Dom. Dom races to the final showdown, where Dante has set up a massive dam rigged with explosives. Dom's only priority is saving Little B, who is trapped inside a car. Using all his skills, Dom performs a daring stunt, launching his car off the dam while the explosives detonate behind him. He shields Little B from the blast by expertly maneuvering the car into the water. As they emerge from the wreckage, Dante watches with a sinister smile. He declares that Dom's suffering is far from over. Just then, a plane carrying Roman, Tej, Ramsey, and Han is shot down by Dante's forces. Dom watches in horror as the plane crashes. The movie ends with Dante standing triumphantly, declaring that he has finally taken everything from Dom. The screen cuts to black, leaving the audience in suspense.